Welcome to workappHome.com. Our system is designed so you could build iPhone and Android apps with no coding, no programming experience, no knowledge of knowing how to build an app. We give you all the tools and all the features and benefits from our simple drag and drop intuitive system here, which is only $60 a year to build unlimited apps or $400 for life. So when you get a chance, go to workappHome.com. Now, to get you started on how to build an app, we want you to organize your folders. Now, you don't have to organize them like I have them here laid out, but you're going to want a certificate folder like you see right here. And then you're going to want one that's an app folder, everything that goes in the app. And you could have subcategories within that there. So in case it does get more intricate as you go along. Plus, you're going to want a pictures app. Now, the pictures, you're going to want to do a before and after. So this is the after picture, and this one's the before. Reason why you want these here separate folders here is so that once you start building, when you refer back to what you're looking for, so you know which page it's on or what type of graphic you're looking for, you're able to find it within seconds or minutes instead of digging through every picture laid out across the screen. If you have this whole just one folder with everything all in there as a compendium, that doesn't work out. You can spend more time searching than you will building. So you want something for tabs, splash, your splash screen, your logos, and miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Sometimes I just use those as my Photoshop files itself when I'm sitting here compiling things together that go into the app. And so I'll let you take a peek at some of the files I'll be using today. These are some of the photos and graphics that we will be using within this app today. And here's our tabs and plus our logo. So to get us started, let's go right to setting up an account. After you sign up at workappHome.com, you're going to want to go over to where it says templates. Now with the templates, you will see on there exactly what type of templates we have. We only offer two types of templates. There will be more later, but these are blank templates. I always prefer blank templates when I'm building. The reason why is because once I start building, I've tested out other systems where it had pre-made templates in there instead of a blank one. I couldn't delete stuff that I wanted to put something else there. And once you start getting picky and choosy about what you want in these apps, you're going to start looking at them like, wow, that does not belong there. I want something else. And so as you're going through these here systems and stuff, you would like to be able to do with a blank template. And a lot of people that I've seen get turned off on blank templates because they have no creativity to build on top of a structure. You're already building on top of a structure already that you're able to build something without coding. So now I'm going to go and use this template right here. And as I chose an iPhone, and let's name this template. Let's call this Work App Home Demo iOS. Make sure that when you put on there, when you say what you're doing and stuff, I'll show you later between iPhone and Android. Even though this is obviously an iPhone right here, I'm picking out. But you're going to want to be able to have it where it says something referring to iPhone or Android or iPad in that essence there. Because if you don't, then you go back and you render a file, and you'll see it later on some of my other how-to videos. You'll see why it's always imperative to title it on what it is, even though it'll say what it is, but it's always best to be able to title these things. And I want to do an iPhone right here. You have a choice between iPhone, iPad, Android, Kindle, and web apps. We will do web apps later. I might be touching on some Kindles, but I will show you by building one iPhone app, we could render it to an iPad, render it to an Android after we completed the iPhone. So we don't have to build one for each individual one. For the iPad, or if we do a Droid tablet, you will need to make some modifications, move some graphics around to make it proportionally fit the screen right, or it won't look right if you don't do it so. Now, you could go with the standard on there. It always by default goes to standard. Now, I prefer using custom tabs. I like to be able to have mine a little bit more colorful. The standards and stuff, Any colorful tab you put on the standard, by the way, will turn out looking black and white, as you see right here on the screen where the mouse is at. But on the colorful ones, I'm able to do what I want when I want with the colors and be able to invert them and everything else. Don't worry about this page here. This here right here, you will touch on this later. This is just a default setting to see if you would like to be able to add background and other things, which it's better to add the background and the font colors and everything else after you started building, because you might have a photo graphic in the background there which ends up being something that you don't like that matches the color of the font, or the size of the font might not pop out, and you have to sit there and change the color or change the size and everything else with that there. So after you go through that and hit finish, now go to the bottom right corner and hit done. Now you're here in your own app. It already has the basic tools here on the side. You could undo, redo, you can make bold, italic, you could sit there and change the font size, with its font color or font type, font size there, the color. You could add paragraphs in there. If you want to build from code HTML, if you're an HTML web builder, excuse me, this is the system for you, because you could add in whatever you want. And we will touch on that there within this recording here on how to make HTMLs with this here. And so you get to go down this list and add whatever you want, wherever you want, by grabbing any of these here buttons down there. And if you don't know what it is, hover above it. So like I want an MP3, okay, MP3, hovered above it. It shows insert MP3. And from there, I just go right to the file, and then I drag and drop it right into this here, and it's done. And then I just add it into this page here. I'll show you in a minute. Now, we're just going to do a basic layout here. Now, I'll start you off. I always like to center everything. You see how the cursor's right here? Go to center, touch on the screen, and then you see there it is. Wow, it's in the middle. So with the center on there, I'll sit there, go to graphic. I want to add a header to this here. So I'll go to my page here of stuff that I'm adding into the app. And I'll take this 450 and make sure you title each everything. Make sure there's no spaces in between your graphics, or you'll always get an error. See how it says email dash 28, 128 right here? Well, if I had it just email space 128, it won't go into this here file system here. It won't load it on the web. It'll say error. And so you always want to have that on there. And see, there it is. Really simple, drag and drop. And now I push the arrow down, hit the return button, go down a little further. Okay, let's add in, I want to add in another graphic on here, a little introductory about my services and stuff. I'm building a new app, just a demo app about my company, Work App Home. So there it is, already pre-typed in everything, so I don't have to type anything here on the screen. It's already there. And so I get all the tools here. I just sit there and go down. And let's add in some buttons. Some buttons so I could tag them to other pages and stuff. So I'll go back here. I'll add in some buttons. Let's add in the radio. Let's add in the call. Let's add in the RSS. Let's add in the website. Now, how do I get to these buttons? And so it's not scattered around looking through all these. And you'll sometimes find hundreds and hundreds of graphics on here and stuff, and you won't know what's from what, even if you titled right. Go up here where it says modified. It goes to the last date it was modified, and you see all the buttons at the top. Make sure the arrow points downward when you hit this here, or it points upward. Make sure it points downward, and it'll put it at the top of the screen. Okay, let's add in call. And then I'll hit choose, and there's the call button. Okay, I'll hit a space in between there. Now let's add in another button. I go back up to modified over here in the corner. Let's add in RSS, choose. Okay. And make sure you space these out proportionally just right, or it will not look good if it's all smashed together, or people will bump buttons. So as I add in the, let's go radio. And then the last one we'll do is website. And make sure you click this graphic right here that says, has a little photo. Hit the modified down to see all the stuff that you added in recently. And let's do web buttons. And that's the last graphic on this page here. So now you see just the basics of this here. I could sit there and start tying these in, but I will show you in a minute how that's going to play out later. So you get to see what my services are, what they look like. The call one we'll show you in a little bit. Make sure every time you do something, you hit save right here, the green button in the right corner over here, or right in the middle almost. Hit save and then hit done, and then you're done with this page. We'll come back to it later to tie in those buttons to what tabs that are going to be there on the screen. Okay, now let's go to style right here, and for this page. Okay, for the background, pardon me. Let's make it all. Um, let's do light blue. I'll show you. You could do light blue, hit apply changes, the green button. Wow, there it is. And so you could come back down here and see what your background looks. Maybe you want to add in a graphic to this here. If you want to add in a graphic, make sure you put repeat is on. Just repeat in general, repeat both directions instead of X or Y. It'll both do X and Y. Um, for those you don't know, X and Y is like right and left and so forth. But on here in the background image, you click on that. If you want to add in an image, you drag and drop an image directly into this here. Let's say we want to add in, hold on here. Let's go to my pictures. Let's just see if I have a picture that something off the top that I could just throw in there real quick as just a demo. So let's say I just want to throw in this in the background on there. Now, as you see, this is a very fast, very easy system. Now I hit choose, it automatically has it in there. I hit apply changes, and it starts adding it into it. So as you see now, that graphic is now in the background. So very straightforward. When I'm done, I hit done right here. Now let's go to number 2, tab number 2. I hit edit, and then I'm gonna go. I don't want this blank HTML page, so I'm gonna go up here to where it says convert. And so with the convert here, I'm able to look over everything on here. Make sure you hit list grids if you want to see what these here individual tabs that you could, these are all the templates you could choose from introductory templates, blank templates, my favorites, titled templates. You could have templates for different types of menus, galleries, images, slideshows. You could also add internet radios, RSS feeds, have it where it looks like a Windows template menu. See, and here's your radios and calculator, calendars, as well as you'll be able to add in, if you do your own jQuery, you're able to add that within the app. If you have stuff where you want to be able to do polls, notifications, groups, more radio, uh, each one of these are in there. And plus, if you do PhoneGap, you could add PhoneGap page in there, so you could upload all your stuff from PhoneGap builds for those who love to do PhoneGap. Plus, you could do in-app browsers. You could do mobile browsers. Make your own magazines with our app builder system here. Plus, you could do Messenger, so you do text messaging. I will get to that in a little bit, how to do a text message. Plus, you could do orders, and you could be able to do slot machines, more text messaging, emails, Google Maps, uh, just a wide variety you will see here as you scroll down and test out each one of these pages. I do recommend so that you get a better understanding. Plus, you could add in your fan page from Facebook. I'll show you an easier way what they offer on here, what our system is versus what I would like to show you. Here's our RSS feed. You could do Pro or Basic. You could do scan QR codes. So if you want a good QR code reader mixed in with your services and stuff, you could do EPUBs, um, PDF editors, PDF readers, and some basic small games in here too. Really isn't that advanced in the games, but as you see as you go on, you'll see some more and more features that pop up that you will like within our templates here. And so as for today, let's just do a basic radio. This one here shows it's an Apple and an Android. So let's go with this one in here because when I copied over to Android, now after I select this button right here, the one I want, I go down and I find continue on the page or convert, I mean, and so I convert the page over And there it is. Now it's going to want an audio streaming link, and it's going to want a graphic. I'm going to change this graphic out. Let's add in this graphic right here. Let's choose that. Let's title this Work App Home Radio. And then let's get rid of the streaming link that comes default with it. And I got one here in my Word documents for the mobile streaming. So let's copy this. So as I mentioned, our system is a basic copy and paste. So you don't have to do a bunch of work on there and drag and drop. And then I hit save, and there's my radio. I made my radio app simple, easy, done. It doesn't play on the demos and stuff, but it will be able to be, you will be able to play it on the demo app itself, and it will play once it's rendered into the App Store. Once I hit save, and then I hit done. And that's it. That's for the radio. Let's do an RSS feed here. Let's go to edit for tab number 3. Right here where it says convert. A lot of you folks will wonder where this button is, but it's highlighted right here. I'm going to work on trying to get a graphic there that says convert in the big letters so people know what it means. And you click on that, and it'll take you to the last page we were on. And right here in this right corner right here where the mouse is hovering at, hit where it says grid view, and it'll make it so you could see what's each one of these single tabs were a second ago are. Now we're going to scroll down here to the bottom here and grab an RSS feed. And so this RSS feed is just some random RSS feed I found off the web there. Something that I would like to be able to use just for this demo. Did I pass it? So, but it also makes it so that we're able to, you could get a better understanding. I just use basic RSS. And then let's scroll down to convert. Now with this, I'll need to change out the graphics again. Let's use that same graphic from the last page. I hit modified, shows down, there's the RSS, see, header. Yep, that's it. Choose. And then for the title, let's type in mobile app news. And then for the type of RSS, I got it saved inside of my Word document here. So I just sit there and go right through it. Copy and paste. Apply. Make sure you hit apply in there. And if it doesn't say set default down here on any of these things down here on the bottom, make sure you set this as the default. As you see, these already popped up. Do not click any of these on the screen to test it out until after you've saved it and left it. Because it will only pop up on that page. I don't know why. It's some bugs we're working out, but okay. Now let's go to the website. The website on here is going to be very basic. It's just simple. Everything on here that you've seen so far is very simple and easy. So let's go to edit tab 4. Let's go to convert page. Let's scroll down to where it says mobile. Now, this is the way I look through it because it's a lot faster in a way. But where it says mobile right here. Now, you could hover above it and it'll show you what it looks like. Or Messenger, and it'll show you what it looks like. And then any of these that say convert on the bottom, I click that there. It converts over. And so for this particular one, a mobile website, let's go with http://workapphome.com. Hit save. Hit done. Now I want to add on another tab here. And so in order to do this here, let's hit done because I want 5 tabs on the bottom. We'll go to navigations. Navigations is set up so that I'm able to go through this, pick out what I want in here. Let's go to add. It's going to add another tab down here below. Well, I'm here in navigations. Let's go home. Go to tab 2. Let's go radio. Let's go to tab 3. Go to RSS. Let's go to tab 4. Let's go website. Or you could put browser. Or you could put .com or whatever. Or .net. And the fifth one, let's do contact. And so while we're here, let's take you through the setups of doing, let's select some of these graphics to change them out. Now, I like to change out the background first, the background color. Let's just do a standard black. And so, and I like to highlight that and go to the next one, background color, next one, background color, and do this all the way down to the bottom. Because I like the background color where it makes my apps pop out at me and it makes it easier to be able to view. And everybody else seems to enjoy black apps, it seems. I don't know. Maybe it's just my theory, but but so there you go. And you notice the names come out. Let's change the color of these here text on here. Let's go with red. Red doesn't look so good. Let's go with light blue. There it is. Now I want to see what that's what it's not clicked, but when it is clicked, I want to see let's go with yellow. So I do like the yellow. So I'm going to add that as select text background, and I'm going to go back to the other one and add the turquoise as the main color. So I could just sit there and go down this list and then just go down and copy and paste it onto the text colors and stuff like that there. So, and then let's get the background selected color, which would be yellow, and just put that in between each one of the ones that we just did, where it says selected text color or select text color. And there we go. Now we're going to change out these icons here. Let's go to where it says icon. It says cover. I'm going to click on that. Let's pull up my tabs. Okay, for the home, I got a home. I'm just doing a generic basic one. I hit choose. Okay, for the radio, I got a radio. I pull that up. And then for the RSS, I got an RSS. Now it's good to map out your stuff. You can be able to put this together within minutes very quickly. Website, let's get the globe. And then for contact, I got a little telephone for that there. So each one of these, voila, real quickly. And you can make it where these here icons, if you change the colors of them in Photoshop, like invert them or something, when somebody selects them, it'll invert the color backwards so that you could tell that that icon is selected and just not by the text below it. And so, and you could do other things where the background will change from black to white or whatever else. Now I'm done with this page. Let's hit save changes and then hit done. Now I'm going to show you something else real quick. Let's go to page settings. These page settings, it comes with default. I want zoom enable. That means you could pinch to zoom. Let's zoom enable all these pages on here on all 5 tabs. Let's go to navigation. Let's take away this navigation visible bar right here. It takes up screen, and I don't like taking up screen unless you have something, some sort of banner there. And now where it says add banners here, we're not putting any add banners in there in this recording, but in the next recording we will have the how-to, the how-tos for that there, so you're able to see it. And so, and there's other hide bars on there, which will come later once we start adding extra additional pages. So you hit save, you hit done, and that is done. Let me show you something real quick. Let me see. Let's go with app media. That media, make sure you have all the right sizes for these here icons on here. This is what the icons that you see on the iPhone screen. I'm going to grab the 57 pixel. It's 57 by 57. And let's go through this here. Let's go to logos, and there's my 57. Okay, let's grab the 114 by 114, upload, and there it is. And the last one's 120 by 120. And make sure that when you're grabbing these here, you know exactly which ones you're grabbing, because if you get one that is too large for it, you will notice immediately right away that it tries to have you resize the graphic for this here page. And now here's the splash screen. Now with the splash screen, you can be able to just grab this here. I've already pre-made some splash screens, by the way, so that's why I'm able to zip through this real quickly. But you'll find out over time that when you get an idea of building an app, you start working on logos, splash screens, headers, and other different things to make your own templates. And so let's look at Splash on here. Now this one we grabbed was, I believe it was 320 by 480. The next one up on the list that we're grabbing is 640 by 960. And these are Apple standards. These are what they require for the graphic size. You try to put something in too big or too small, it will reject your app. So make sure you have these here in order the way you want them. And the last one is 640 by 1136. So now your graphics are in place for the splash screen. This splash screen pops up when you turn on an app. If you like, when you turn on your Facebook, you see where it pops up, it shows Facebook, and then it goes to the app real quick. You're going to see this here fairly quickly. It won't be there long enough for you to be able to get so much details out of it. After you're done, there's no save on this. It automatically saves, and you just hit the done button on this page here, and it takes you out of there. So now we've uploaded your app graphics. Now let's go to your store properties on here. Um, Actually, no, let's actually take that back a second. Let's go to your App Store properties. Now, the name of this app, we'll just call it Work App Home Demo for now. And now the categories, I want this in English, yes. What type of primary category? Let's say this is business. Secondary, this one I will call it a reference or productivity, actually more of a productivity than as a reference. Now right here, App Store description, this is what you read when you go to the App Store to see what the app is about. You read the short little description on there about what it is. And so from here, you type in, I'll just type in just something real quick. Demo app. I'm not going to really put much in there. Now it's going to ask you for .com for both your privacy as well as what your website is to support it. And that's work. Oh, I already pulled it up. Down here, you can put your name. Let's just call it work app home. That's not the name of it, but you get the idea. And so forth, and put your phone number. Now with your graphic right here, you will need another graphic right here on this page, which is this is the icon that displays on the website itself, which is 1024 by 1024. So when you grab this graphic right here, you're able to, this lets you see what it's going to look like on the website. It gives it the highest def, highest quality, and you see I already have one pre-made up. And one last thing here, right here where it says App Store keywords, make sure you don't put the wrong keywords in there or too much of the same kind. Like say if you're doing hotels, you do hotels, motels, bed and breakfast, and you start listing all these other things, and you put Juno Hotel, Juno Motel, Juno this. You start doing that there. They call it spam app stuff or keywords. And you don't want that, which will get your app rejected or take it off the App Store. So you want to have a wide variety of keywords. So let's put app maker, and then we'll put what else? Um, Work at home, even though this is work app home as app. And that just gives you an idea. And you get up to 100 characters for the iPhone and 80 characters for the Android. So I come down here, hit save. I'm already done with this here. And once this successfully saves, you scroll back down and go to hit where it says done on the bottom. And now we're just finalizing off with this app here itself. And I'm going to show you how to tie in these buttons. Let's go back to where it says edit page. And after I show you these here, basic how to tie in the buttons and stuff, from there you're able to do anything and everything with the how-tos and stuff. So let's go back to edit tab 1. Scroll down here to the bottom. Let's go to call. And then I tie this. Let's link this to a page here. Link the section. Let's go to tab number 5. That's the contact page. And then I hit insert. RSS, which we know is tab number 3. Radio, which is tab number 2. And then website, we know is tab number 4. And then after this, anytime we go through this in the App Store, when we click on these icons right here, it'll take us to those there extra pages. It's like a redundant menu in a way, and you could have these here app buttons any size you want to. I just did a large size so it's easier to see during this demonstration here. Then I hit save. Then I hit done. Now, for the last part of it, I want to show you how to link email addresses and phone numbers into this here so that when those want to click to call you from a graphic, instead of just clicking the phone number and it dials you, you want to be able to have something fancy like a graphic where it shows a telephone or email or whatever. They could click on it and it'll open up the prompt you to call and so forth. And so let's go with tab number 5. Let's open that up. That's the contact page. Remember, we want to center out this page. We click on the screen once, hit right here where it says center, click on it one more time, and there it is. I want to add my header back again. And sometimes you can go up here where it says search and just type in header. And let's see, work at home 450 header, click on it, voila, there it pops up on the left side there, hit choose. Okay, now I want to add in, let's say, let's go to this here. I want to add in on here today phone calls and other different things that I would like to be able for you to be able to see as part of this year. And we will be doing sales and stuff too, but that'll be on another recording. But for the phone, let's throw in this graphic here. Hit choose, and there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 5. I do about 5 spaces. It's just leave enough. Now let's do email. Okay, now let's add in, I want my Facebook tab. And then let's add in the Twitter tab here. Make sure don't forget to hit the little graphic on the side here. So that just shows you tabs that we could be able to potentially add within this here. Maybe I want to add in one for SoundCloud. And my text messaging. So these are all the contacts. And let me show you how to tag these here. Let's go with the phone here. I go to link. I go down the bottom. And I type in TEL colon, and then I pipe in, let's say 907 555 12, oops, 907 555 1234. And so I hit insert, and there it is. And now I click on the graphic for the, make sure it highlights like that. For the email, click on that. Make sure it says open in app browser, this button down here below where the phone number is at. Then you type in mail to, colon, and then let's do build at workapp.home.net. And that is a support email line, by the way. Hit insert, and that's it. And these other ones down here, we'll show you later on how we can build it. You just tag these here to other different pages. Maybe I'll just show you a quick one real quick, and then we'll call it quits. I hit done after I hit save. Let's do where the plus sign is here. I'm going to add on a basic blank HTML page. And then I'm going to call this SoundCloud. Now let's go to where it says HTML. Let's go to where is it? My iframe that I saved from SoundCloud from my playlist. Go here, select all, save. Let's hit design. And there it is. Now my playlist is in here. So when I go to that, let's hit save again. Hit done. Now let's go back to tab 5. As we scroll down here to the bottom here where it says SoundCloud, highlight it once, click right here where it says tab, find it where it says SoundCloud, click on it, insert link, and there it is. So now you have the basics on how to do an app. Oh, make sure you hit save on every time you do something and hit done. And hit done again. And when it's time to publish, you just come up here and hit publish. Make sure it says that your app is paid for. If it doesn't, email us and we will turn around and approve the app if you have a paid subscription. So that's it for today. We are glad to have you on board to be able to be with part of Work App Home. And don't forget to check out our website, check out our prices. You will find some specialty prices on eBay for our lifetime membership. Look under Web Designer on there and you'll find some of the best prices on there for Work App Home. Look forward to seeing with you again and being able to have you part of our services. And you have a great day. Hey, Mom. It wouldn't stop when I hit stop, and all I hear is boom, boom, boom at the end. It was like a 45-minute video. I tried to record this morning and wasn't able to. Ran out of cell minutes. I had to call up AT&T and add more minutes on my plan. So I wasn't able to get to recording it just now. Well, it's payday. Go get something special on them. I would feel very, very at home if you did pay my internet bill. I tried to put the birds in my room, and I could hear them, and the whole room echoed tweet, tweet, tweet. I was like, oh, they're going to Mom's room.
And you put that dirty chair on my bed where I sleep.
I was in a rush.
Chair that was down here where they walk through all the men blow their snot and their spit.
I was in a rush.
Well, don't be in a rush. Don't put it on my bed. What do you want? Your freaking energy drink?
What are you getting mad about?
I don't walk around real quiet trying to find my purse. I thought I'd be out the store by now. I'm tired. I've been standing up all day. I just want to hurry up and sit down. I don't want to be waiting here.
Well, I'm trying to create it so you don't have to work.
I know. You didn't even tell me what you want yet.
Energy drink and a donut. Not like I was asking for a burger.